Hey everyone. So I said I was going on a trip to Texas, and that's actually happening tomorrow. For the past week, I've been trying to get ready just here and there between work. I'm just packing up the last things because it's Sunday night and I'm out of here in the morning. So this is what I've been doing this week. This is my 2022 Model 3 Tesla, which I bought at the end of last year. One of the reasons I've been excited about this trip was because I really wanted to try out an EV on a cross-country trip and see how it worked out. All right, so inside the car, I'll never get used to these handles. I do not like them. I have an aftermarket charger I actually installed. It's the only one I found that works with the OnePlus 13 and the official case that allows you to fast charge. So yeah, I got that. I also have this aftermarket screen. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. So yeah, it tells you how much miles you have left on your range, temperature, the what's called time, your speed, what gear you're in, all that stuff. It's not bad. It was a little too much money though, I think. So it is Monday morning, June the 9th, I believe, and I'm about to take off for Texas. There is one thing I wanted to do first though. So I've had the chance to try this when I first got the car, because it was already, the last owner had it already on here, but it expired within like 2 weeks. And I've been able to try it in loaners during service, but apparently it's gotten a lot better since I last tried it. So I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to full self-driving for a month for this trip. Do that. Purchase successful. Now this is autopilot upgrade enabled. Features, autopilot settings. Okay. So that is kind of concerning. You can just swipe to do that. They should have some sort of pin or something that allows, that verifies that you don't accidentally do it. Anyway. All right. Now that that's taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and take off. My first step is, or my first stop is in Boise for this evening. Let's see how long this is going to take. So first stop in Boise. It looks like we're about 340 miles. That's constantly wrong though, so we'll see when I actually hit the button here. Calculating route. The nice thing about this is it's going to tell me every supercharger stop, which is pretty nice. It'll tell you what percentage you're at also when you get there. So it says it's going to take me about 7 hours. So we will see, and I will see you guys when I get there. So I made it to my first stop in Boardman, Oregon. The battery was at about 30% when I got here. One charger was not working right. I don't know what was going on with it. Like, it had an option to use the non-standard Tesla plug-in, but it was like, it's a plug that disconnects. It has two chargers together basically, and the adapter would not come off. So I had to pull around to another charger, but it seems to be charging pretty well. So if you know anything about Tesla charging, you know that if you pull up next to somebody else, it can kill the battery charging. because it shares it. But this one seems to be doing okay. It started at like 190. It's dropping slowly. But yeah, this is better than I usually get at home. So we'll see how long this takes. It says 20 minutes. I might get out and walk around. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's really anything around here. This is at some sort of what's it called? Sage Community Center or something like that. It looks closed. I'm gonna go walk around, take a look. We'll see what we got. So this is what's by the charger. I'm gonna see if I can go walk in, if this has like a door I can go use the bathroom or anything. Because besides that, there's nothing out here at all. It's pretty empty. So since it's so dang hot right now, it says 90 right now. When you're driving and you got the sun beating on you through these glass roofs, I bought a kind of a sunshade thing here that you can install to keep the sun off you. And man, I can feel the heat beating off this. So yeah, as much as it's advertised as like being UV protected and all that glass, it still radiates heat. So I'm hoping that this makes a difference and I can lower my AC temperature and hopefully get a little bit better range out of this thing, because right now I'm basically maxing out the AC and I'm sure that's killing my battery also. Okay, charging is all done. We are at 80% right now. And it says we'll get there with 11% remaining, which is Baker City, which is my next stop. Though I do plan hitting a rest stop or a gas station to clear my windshield off and get some food. So let's go ahead and get going. So I made it to Baker City. It looks like there might be a few more amenities around here. I might have to walk a little, but it looks like there's a few things nearby. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug my car in, and I'm gonna go, see about getting some food, because it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I really have not eaten anything today. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look around, see what they got. So once again, nothing really close. You do gotta walk a little bit to get the stuff. You got the Chamber of Commerce right here next door to the chargers. Couple gas stations, hotel. Looks like we might have some sort of restaurant right here. I'm gonna see what else we got around here though, because I did see an Arby's, which I kind of want to go to right now because they have some sort of pulled pork thing going on. But yeah, let's see what we got. So we got a Jackson's here. I'll probably stop there for some snacks later. The restaurant I wanted to go to is closed, so I'm gonna go to a Taco Time. All right, so I just got done eating and my car is all charged up. So it actually is telling me that I have enough energy to continue. It's not fully charged, but this is all I need. So we hit OK and go back on our map here. So we have another 127 miles to my location. So about an hour and 50 minutes. So we're getting close to hitting Idaho. Something I wanted to bring up, because like if you don't own a Tesla, you wouldn't know this. Because what happens is, like when people say the gas is more expensive than electricity, that's not necessarily true. It depends on a lot of factors. So like when you're charging, like time of day, the station you're at home is obviously cheaper than like here at a Tesla supercharger. So the thing is, like I had just showed how it said my car was ready, even though it wasn't necessarily 100% yet. So I was halfway done eating, and I got the alert saying my car is ready. So these things do charge pretty quick. So you want to get back and unplug it as soon as possible when you get that alert. Otherwise, you're basically paying, like right now, middle of the day, I'm going to be paying more money to charge my car than if I got it to the, where I wanted it to, and then leave and then charge it tonight when the prices are lower. So that's the, I guess, downside of not having amenities near you. Like I had to walk about a quarter mile to get to that Taco Time. So anyway, I'm gonna go over to a gas station, get some snacks, wash off my windshield because it's covered with bugs, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit our final destination in Boise. So I'm just walking into my hotel room, and I walk around. It looks pretty clean and nice, but I noticed the TV is missing. So yeah, that's going to be a no. I'm going right back to the front desk. So the building looks a bit beat up. On the outside, the door is supposed to lock and it doesn't. So let me go ahead and show you. You notice there's literally a sign here. It says, for your security, these doors are to remain locked. But as you can see, yeah, no lock. I got lucky with my room. I'm right here. Well, the pool is right in front of us, so I'll show you that in a minute. But my room is literally right here. All right, and let me show you the room real quick. Nothing special, just basic room. So the bed, it's a king size, I believe. This is probably the most uncomfortable bed I've ever slept in. My back is still sore from last night. This is actually my second day here. On the side, you got a light, you got a regular power plug, you got a USB for phone charging, which didn't work on this side. Other side, you got a phone. You got another, charging ports and everything. I do appreciate that. That one does actually work. You got a couch here, which isn't bad. You got the AC, which has done a decent job despite it being almost 100 degrees here. This has kept the room fairly cool, and I like a cool room. So if it's working, it's doing its job. I got my laptop over here on this desk. Now, it kind of annoys me, this desk. It's, it's obviously meant for a laptop, but you put your mouse on it, and guess what? Nothing happens because it can't read on this desk. So, yeah, kind of a mistake there, I guess. You got your coffee machine. You got a couple power outlets, which is really nice for using your laptop or whatever. As you already saw, they did. There was no TV in this room when I first got here. I had to go to complain, and they got me one. You got a little mini fridge down here, which is nice, and then some storage. And then going over to the bathroom, I was actually really surprised how big it is. So, yeah, this bathroom, it's a pretty big walk-in bathroom, or walk-in shower, I should say. Yeah, pretty basic, though I'm not sure what these rolls of toilet paper are. This is probably the smallest roll of toilet paper I've ever seen in my life, and it's like paper, so yeah, not fun. They do include like a hair dryer, obviously not something I need. But yeah, that is pretty much everything. It's kind of basic. The room isn't bad for, I think I paid like $70 a night or something after tax, so not horrible. What is horrible though is their Wi-Fi. Like every place I seem to go to, their Wi-Fi, like during the day I can't even use it right now. When I'm trying to connect to my laptop to the internet, it won't. I can't even get on YouTube. It's horrible. The TV is not the greatest. It's like a 42-inch, I want to say, 1080p TV, but it does use HDMI on the back. So I just unplugged the cable box here and just plugged the HDMI from the TV there. Right here, I just grabbed the cord from there and just plugged into my laptop, so that works pretty well. All right, so next thing I wanted to do today was go to the Boise Zoo. I've actually already done that, but I'm filming all this out of order. So let me go ahead and show you what it was like at the Boise Zoo. It was a pretty cool place. I was not prepared because it was pretty hot and I've sunburned pretty good because of it. So let me go ahead and show you that.
Where do you think you should go first, Kendrick? Who should do that? Yeah. All right. Follow me. Let's go see that.
Because I'm gonna post it on Facebook as my thing.
Okay.
Okay, you got places around here.
Yeah.
Discovery Center, remember?
Well, you have this Discovery Center, but then you also have the jump building downtown.
Yeah, that jump building was cool.
Yeah, the Darwin School.
Let's get there fast. It's off the Brennan. Walking into the pool area on the left, I'm not sure what they were doing here or what this used to be, but they had this little weird house thing going on. What I did like though is the way the hotel kind of wrapped around the pool. So these are all rooms. So people who are basically staying there, they can just step right out their door here and go gain access right to the pool without having to go around through the hallways or walk a mile. Also here you had the weight room or exercise room, which wasn't bad. It wasn't the greatest. I've seen better, but once again, this was like a $70 a night stay. So, the fact that they had anything was impressive. When you leave the weight room, they had another weird hallway. I don't know what was down there. I didn't go down that direction, but I'm assuming it's just to get to more rooms. And then the pool area, which is pretty nice. It had all the chairs you can lay on, a fairly big pool. The pool was pretty cold. I didn't like it. The hot tub, it was okay, though it was a bit lukewarm. It could have been hotter. And then they had the kids area, for a shallower pool for children. So it's a little after 10 o'clock at night. I just got done with the pool. I decided I wanted to go get some food and maybe go walk along the Boise River. So I decided to charge my car at first because, like I said, this time of night it's a lot cheaper, time of day type of thing. It was 20 cents per kilowatt hour here. So when I got here, I was really surprised. It's actually in a good location. You literally have a Sonic in the same parking lot, and you can actually order food from your car at the charging station. So I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm not a big fan of Sonic, honestly, but I'm going to do it just because I have the opportunity to. So if you see right here, you got the sign that says place an order with our app. If I turn around, the Sonic is literally right there. So I'm going to go ahead and order some food, and then I'm going to go take a walk. All right, well, that's pretty much everything for here in Boise. I'm going to be heading out in the morning to go to Yellowstone. So I'll have another video for that leg of the journey in a few days. It might take a little bit longer than this one did. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Had a good time here in Boise. This hotel was okay. It wasn't bad for the price. Still though, don't look forward to going to bed tonight because that bed is just awful. I've already taken painkillers to try to preemptively avoid any issues in the morning when I get up. So anyway, that is it, and I will see you guys when I put out the next video in a few days. So I was going to end the video like that, but this is what happened this morning. It is currently 2 in the morning and this is happening. It has been a half hour now and this alarm is still going off. No way I'm getting any sleep tonight at all. It is 6 a.m. now, and look what's happened again. The problem is that wasn't the first time the alarm went off. I didn't mention it the first time when I was going through my video because it happened in the afternoon and it wasn't a big deal. But last night the alarm went off at like 2 a.m. and then again at like 6 a.m. So I got pretty much no sleep because of this. Yeah, screw this hotel. This is just absolutely insane. I talked to other people who have been there before. They said this is pretty common for this to happen. So this is just ridiculous. Yeah, don't ever come to this hotel. It sucks. Anyway, all right, I am off to Yellowstone. Thanks again for watching, guys.